Hello guys, and welcome back to an episode by Bren World to, of course, the annual end of season results video for Fortnite. So as you guys know, these are always like the longest videos on the channel. Yes, even longer than like day vlogs. Because I believe my longest video on the channel today is the previous season 7 results. So we're gonna try getting this one a little shorter, but if we want to do that, we gotta get going. So not as much this season. So real quick, sorry, a plane's coming or something. So real quick, the first thing that's pretty darn cool is this is the first ever season, except for season 4, since I started halfway through the season, didn't even complete that battle pass. But other than that, this is the first season that I didn't buy any tiers, so I want to see like what it is like to get tier 1 to tier 100 without buying any tiers. Usually I buy around 10 tiers or so, but this season, absolutely none. Plus, the other thing is every single thing that I like got from the shop this season was literally all Save the World V-Bucks. The only time I didn't spend Save the World V-Bucks to get something from the shop was from challenges like the Inferno challenges V-Bucks, and whenever else you got V-Bucks, Battle Pass V-Bucks, all that. So yeah, and all these right here are also from Save the World. So that's pretty darn cool. It just shows you the power of Save the World, especially like I'm in late game. There's a lot less things I can do to get V-Bucks. So the fact that I'm still getting that much V-Bucks from Save the World is pretty awesome. So first off, the wins I got this season. I got 20 overall wins this season, so actually exactly as much as I got in season 7. And then my overall wins are now 110. So yes, I did reach 100 overall wins. That was like my biggest, one of my biggest Battle Royale accomplishments to date. So 110 wins. So it was also a little easier, of course, because the getaway came back this season. But it seemed a lot harder to get wins in it this time. So I didn't actually get that many wins in the getaway this season. Most of them are from just like squads. I got a couple in Air Royale, I believe 3 or so. So that is that. But so getting into skins, as you can see, there's only 31 hours left, so I had to film this video. So skins. So first off is one of our tier 1 skins. It is Blackheart the Pirate, so I'm gonna also remember to read all the descriptions. So the dreaded captain of the stormy seas, part of the Scallywag set unlockable styles. So it starts out as this guy kind of looking like an Assassin's Creed character. But then I got this on the first day, like most people. You get kind of like this pirate captain looking guy, and then his beard gets all curly and weird and stuff, and then he dies and turns into a skeleton, has a map in his boot and stuff. And then you get the colors. You actually can get, this is my favorite one. It's just stages, they're not like actual like colors, but yeah, there's different colors, so it's like fog and stuff, really cool. This is my favorite one, of course, kind of like the cyan color. Then you got regular blue, purple, and gold, the max one. And then from doing weekly challenges, as usual, you get other like styles. So apparently this one's brown. I think it's more of a black. But then you can get red, blue, and then my favorite one, which is the white. I just think that one looks really cool. So I actually like that skin quite a bit. So next up is Hybrid, the other tier 1 skin right here. So of course he has a lot of styles. So starting out, let me take off the back bling here. So starting out, you have this just like basic little red ninja, and then you have like the most bought skin of this season, stage 2, with his little ears or whatever poking out. So he's kind of like popping out as a dragon. And this is what the dragon eggs in the frozen castle at Polar Peak were teasing last season. And then he goes into full-on dragon, gets his little pose, or secondary pose. This skin is like the first skin to have 2 poses, as you can see. Then he gets a tail, but I actually really like the skin in-game. This skin, I wasn't a huge fan of at first, but he's grown on me quite a bit, and I actually like the skin quite a bit. And then lastly, you get lightning, kind of like Drift. So it's become the dragon, part of the Brood set. So then for clothing colors, you can get red, and then blue, black, and ultraviolet. So of course black looks the best on like this ninja one, and then there's all those other ones. And then you even get dragon colors. Those are from weekly challenges, and then from the other regular hybrid challenges you get the dragon colors. So you start out as green, and then you can get maroon, and it also changes the color of the eyes and the lightning, as you can see. And then you get gray, And then my favorite one, the purple one. I really love the purple one with the black. That is like, I absolutely love this skin. Of course, it's got the blue lightning in the black, but it also looks pretty good with the ultraviolet. So yeah, so that's my favorite variant of hybrid. Like that skin quite a bit when he's like that. So next up is the meme skin of this season, Peely the banana. So yeah, so it's just Go Bananas, and he's reactive, which he ripens, changing color over time in a match. So he kind of gets bruises and brown over time in a match. So he starts out as a fresh banana and goes like that. Love his little pose and his big old eyes with his blink, and also when you're doing emotes, he has little different facial expressions, which is great. So little knees and everything. And then he's got the little Nana sticker storm, and he's kind of peeling at the top. But yeah, so he is reactive, really cool there. And then Ember, which starts out like this, style default. So yeah, I actually like the skin quite a bit. She's kind of like a fire elf type woman, but I really like her fire hands. She's not part of the same set, but I think she's like the wife to the prisoner almost. But yes, I also really like her description, take steady aim with hands of flame, and part of the Action Guard set. But for some reason, there was overtime challenges this season. I heard that this season was actually longer. Last season we had overtime challenges because it was 2 weeks longer, but this season, I guess it was a couple days longer. I thought it was the same length as any regular season. But yeah, last season, of course, we got like the banner icon, the 3 styles, and then like a contract and stuff. This season we just got the selectable styles, XP, and a loading screen. Oh yeah, and the free battle pass, of course. But this one, honestly, I think for every single one of the 3 skins that you got, that they made styles for the overtime challenges, I think they made every one of them better. So yeah, because I like this Ember better. I really like her blue and her glowing eyes, and also her hands are like blue flames. So yeah, so I think she's really cool on her knight style. And then next up is Master Key. Honestly, my favorite skin from this battle pass. I absolutely love this skin. Not so much when he has that off, because I don't know what his sideburns are supposed to be right there. And also he kind of looks like Ninja, and I'm not a huge fan of Ninja. But yeah, so I mean, he's an alright skin, but like that. But then at tier 99, when you get the mask, that becomes my favorite skin of the battle pass. He did grow on me a little bit, but yeah, so. But it doesn't even say it, but he's actually a reactive skin. At night, his eyes actually glow, and all of his keys actually glow like bright gold. But it doesn't say that he's reactive. It just says unlockable and selectable styles. But yeah, it says you unlock your true potential. The key lies within part of the key force set. Has this cool pose, but then from overtime challenges, I was kind of trying to decide which one I liked better. They're almost tied, but I kind of like the white one a little better. But yeah, so from the overtime challenges, you got the white version, so yeah, so that's that. But then this one, pretty much all the gold is silver. If you had a blue shirt, that would probably honestly be my new favorite skin in the game. But yeah, this is definitely one of my most favorite skins in the game. Either style, honestly, I don't really mind. But yeah, so absolutely love that skin. So yeah, so next up is the tier 100 skin. Honestly, I'm kind of mad that this is the tier 100 skin, because people have been begging for a female tier 100 skin, and then I feel like originally Blackbeard, or I felt like originally Blackheart was the tier 100 skin, but then their Epic Games was just like, oh yeah, they wanted like a female skin as a tier 100, so then they just like switched it out at the last second. Because Lux, everybody was saying there's gonna be like a secret unlockable style that would make her truly worth it. But yeah, this honestly just looks like it could be a blue skin from the item shop. So yeah, so this is the tier 100 skin. Probably the most underwhelming tier 100 skin of all time. I don't think anyone truly likes this skin or anything. I don't know, she just kind of looks weird also. I mean, she's got like these weird baggy, like, jogger pants, I don't even know, and then these like grandpa Nikes. And then a lock on her neck and stuff. Her tattoos are cool and everything, and then her hair, I don't know. People say she's like Lifeline from Apex Legends, but I don't know. I am not a huge fan of the skin. Of course, you get styles. So yeah, so I didn't even bother maxing her out this season like I did with the Ice King, since he's still like my favorite skin in the game. But yeah, so you get red, silver, which is better, and then black, and then gold. This is honestly probably my favorite one. But the other thing is they still made it like the Ice King with this ridiculous amount of opponents. Like, you have to outlive 25,000 opponents to get some gold pants. Like, so yeah, so I don't really care for maxing her out at all. I'll do it eventually, but I don't really care. Usually I grind to get all the skins maxed out, but not with her. So yeah, so that's tier 100 skin, very underwhelming. Definitely a waste of a tier 100 skin. Not a fan of that skin. But then we have the weekly challenge skin. This time it was 55 weekly challenges, but like a week to it coming out, they actually like posted a picture kind of it, a teaser, and then they just like put it on the on here. They actually just put a picture of him right there, and you could just see him. So yeah, it's not as secret for as long as usual, but yeah. So they say he's kind of like the side man to the prisoner. But yeah, very, very cool. People say he's like Black Knight mixed with Omega. But yeah, I don't know if I like him or the Prisoner better, because the Prisoner, like his max stage, of course, I absolutely love. But yeah, this skin, he's a very skinny skin, but also he's just really, really cool. I like the brushed black kind of look and everything. Not a huge fan of the mohawk, but from the front and stuff, you can't really notice it. But yeah, very, very cool skin. He doesn't have unlockable styles, but for once they included a pickaxe. So yeah, so I've been like begging for like, because it's never truly worth it to just get like a skin and a back bling, and then the back bling might be reactive and they might have like selectable unlockable styles. So yeah, so this time they gave us the skin and then challenges to get a back bling and a pickaxe. None of this stuff is reactive or unlockable style or selectable styles or anything, but still at least they gave us a pickaxe. So yeah, so that is ruined. It says all will fall. Forgot on looks. It says don't try me, I'm unstoppable, part of the 24K set. So yeah, so next up is the Lava Legends pack, just like the Season 7 Frozen Legends pack. But first off, it came with Molten Battlehound. I absolutely love this skin. This was the part I was most hyped about, honestly. But yeah, so that is Battlehound. He's got the purple eyes, flaming head, and it's actually like animated all over the skin and everything. But yeah, I absolutely love that skin. The other skin it came with was Molten Valkyrie. Of course, you know I hate this skin because of that like one little hair that's just flying around. And yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Valkyrie, but I think this is an improvement, but I'm still not a huge fan of her. As you can see, that I also do have like ash and smoke effects and stuff too. But yeah, not a huge fan of her either, still. But next up is Fish Stick. Of course, he's been out for a while, but actually me and Shifter and Brayton and like tons of people bought this skin on the first day of Season 8. Because like they threw him in the item shop because he had like a little pirate selectable style on the teaser. Or on the trailer for Season 8. Yeah, he came with one, so then I figured he was worth it, and man, this skin was probably the skin we had the most best moments with in Season 8. Brayton and I, just like with the hello friend emote and the breezy emote, it's just hilarious. So yeah, so honestly probably my favorite meme skin in the game. I absolutely love this skin. First I thought he was so ugly and everything, but I don't know, I absolutely love this skin now. And then of course his little pirate style. So yeah, so that is Fish Stick, absolutely great skin. And of course it says keep far away from Mocking Master, part of the fish food set. And then next up is Laguna, which I guess you could say is a starter pack skin of this season. But it's just weird because every other starter pack to this day has came out like right after Season 7, or I mean Week 7. And it always came with an epic skin, an epic back bling, and 600 V-Bucks. But this skin came out in like week 4 or something like that. And it's a blue skin with a blue back bling, an uncommon wrap, and 600 V-Bucks, I believe. So yeah, so I guess she's a starter pack because we never got any other pack this season. So yeah, so Laguna, at first I didn't like her. She's actually grown on me quite a bit. I don't really know why she's wearing an Elite Agent coat thing. That's kind of weird, but okay. But yeah, definitely definitely like if you want to count it as a starter pack skin, most try hard of them all probably. Says Storm the Beach, part of the Beach Battalion set. So yeah, skin has actually grown on me quite a bit. She's got a little flower in her, but still, of course, my favorite starter pack, without a doubt, is Cobalt. But yeah, so that is Laguna, and then next up is Mesmer, one of the very, very few things I've bought from the shop this season. So yeah, so All Eyes Are On You, part of the Sun Soldier set. But yeah, so he's got the cool, like Aztec mask or whatever it is, and then these cool, like, I didn't even notice this until like I looked at him in the shop, but he has like these cool like dragon prints on his coat. The only thing I don't like is like how poofy he looks. But yeah, it's kind of a cool metallic green. And then his gloves have these cool like skulls on them. But yeah, I still love that skin quite a bit, and he did come with a back bling too. So yeah, so that is that. Next up is Munitions Major. Bought him because I just love buying like these green, or just a lot of meme skins, and this is the latest green meme skin. Of course, last season I got Red Nose Ranger. But yeah, Munitions Major. I call him Vietnam Jonesy because he's wearing like Vietnam fatigues. But yeah, so it says Fire in the Hole. I like him a lot better than the female version, of course, Munitions Expert. But yeah, so that is Vietnam Jonesy. Of course, the little tattoo matches him and everything. But yeah, I really like that skin. Yeah, so next up is Scarlet Defender. I've been wanting this skin forever, but then they gave her a selectable style, so I figured it was finally time to get her when she came into the shop next. But yeah, an uncommon skin, just really cool colors and everything. One of the like Chinese New Year kind of skins. But yeah, so she's just a really cool skin as at first. But then also on Save the World, once you the skin once or hero, once you evolve her enough, you actually get a hat. So it actually came over to Battle Royale, so it says headgear, no hat, and hat. So yeah, so our little Save the World hat. These things sticking out. I don't know why they don't just like hang straight down. It kind of looks weird, but yeah. So it almost looks like a Brazil flag, kind of right there. But yeah, so she's got like a little beanie hat, I guess. But yeah, so that's that. Yeah, so happy I finally got her. And then next up is Verge. If you guys remember last season, I was talking about getting the skin, and I said that I really wanted him, but I was going to have to wait to get him until next time he came into the shop. And he ended up coming to the shop, I believe, that same exact night. So yeah, so I've had him for ever since, technically before Season 8 even started. But yeah, I did get Verge. I think he's probably one of the best green skins in the game, honestly. It says always on the forefront, part of the Modern Mercenary set. But yeah, so I just love his like kind of SWAT team kind of mercenary look. But yeah, happy I got that skin, but did get him quite a while ago. And then Inferno, the pack very recently came out. But yeah, as you guys know, I absolutely love Wildcard. And I've had him ever since he first came out. And he was actually, if you guys remember, he was very kind of a rare skinny, because he last time he came out was like September, I believe, when the when the getaway first happened event. And he didn't come back until, of course, Season 8. So I mean, he was gone for like a good 6 months or so. But yeah, so this is the latest suited man. So yeah, so I only have these two. I don't have Reaper, of course, John Wick, or Jack Gordon. But yeah, so a legendary outfit. I absolutely love this skin. Not as much as Wildcard, but definitely he's up there. But yeah, Inferno, Ignite Your Inner Fire, part of the Inferno set. But yeah, so he's got this flaming head and this cool like molten rock face, in this red suit. So yeah, so very simple in set. Very simple skin, but very cool, and goes along with a ton of back blings, of course. So yeah, so that is all of my new skins. Also, I don't think he's in the news still, but yeah, on his little picture, he was like sitting at a desk and like the room was burning down, and he actually had a Wildcard's mask, and he was like holding a burning playing card. So I don't know if he is Wildcard, just like gone rogue, or even more rogue. I mean, he's already like a robber, or if he killed Wildcard or what. But yeah, so that is all my skins that I got from the season. And you guys know I used to say like how many skins I got this season out of all my skins. Not going to do that anymore. It's just, I mean, I'm getting so much of this stuff in my locker that it's just kind of inconvenient to count all that stuff. And I don't even know if I went, oh yeah, I think I skipped Sidewinder. But yeah, Sidewinder, the other one, coiled and ready to strike gold, per the Snake Pit set. So yeah, so thought she was like another cowgirl kind of person, but she's kind of like an Indiana Jones kind of person from the loading screens and everything. But she's got this cool dagger, little lasso, and a canteen or whatever, and then a little nope rope or nope noodle, whatever, a snake on her hat, and these cool snake eyes. But yeah, she's an alright skin, but this one, the style dark from the overtime challenges, I think really improved her. As you can see, she doesn't even have tattoos or whatever, but now she has like these like glowing blue tattoos and like this glowing foggy blue hair, and even her snake's like silver and blue. But yeah, I absolutely love this one. I think it's a massive improvement. So yeah, so sorry I skipped over that, but yeah, that is him or her. So yeah, so then also some selectable styles. Of course, they're just throwing selectable styles left and right nowadays. But yeah, so I got that, of course, so you can take his helmet off, which is kind of cool. And I can't remember, I don't think, oh yeah, of course, Ragnarok, he got it so you can have him max bow without a shoulder pad, but I like him with a shoulder pad more anyway. And then if you guys remember, I said Lynx would be one of my most favorite skins. She's still like not, but if they didn't have that like stupid braid thing on the back of her head, like, you know, where is it? There it is. So yeah, so that thing right there, I absolutely hate that. I don't mind the tail, but I just hated that. But now they actually made stage 4 no ponytail and stage 3 no ponytail. So yeah, so you can see so much better. I feel like they watched my video because then they just did it like the next season, and I didn't really see anybody else complaining about that. I felt like I was the only person complaining about that braid, but yeah, so they got rid of it. So that's awesome. But yeah, so next up is the back blings. So here they all are now. So of course on one of my videos, the Floor is Lava video, I showed the new selectable or reactive style for this. You guys know I absolutely love this back bling. That was like the whole reason I bought that skin. But now, when you get hurt, the snow cone like empties out, and then once you like take bandages or use a med kit or whatever, he actually pukes out snow cones. So he's actually like a snow cone maker now. So yeah, so I absolutely love that back bling so much now. But yeah, so first off is the defaulty back bling of the season, which is the Cobra. Honestly, I think this is one of the best beginner battle pass back blings. It goes along with a lot of skins, and I absolutely love this back bling. So yeah, so it's actually like a trophy that Sidewinder steals in the storyline from one of the loading screens. But yeah, it says King of the Serpents, part of the Snake Pit set. But yeah, so it's just a little King Cobra gold on there with like red ruby eyes that sparkle. Next up is Master Portal, somewhere in here. Yeah, here, so it's kind of like a new Ghost Portal for people that don't have the Ghost Portal. Of course, you have this, and it's green, and apparently it's reactive. I don't notice anything. I still don't notice anything to this day, and I wear that back bling a lot. But yeah, it says more effects. I don't notice anything, though. But yeah, so this is Master Portal. It says unlock the mystery reactive change style based on number of chests open in a match, part of the Key 4 set. But yeah, this is actually really cool. I think it looks good. A lot of people think it's ugly, but I think it looks like a cool jungle door or something. But yeah, you can see right there when you open chests, it's actually really cool. When you open like your 5th chest or something like that, a little gold key actually flies out, does a little spin, and then goes into the back bling, turns, and actually opens it up. So it's like a whole little thing, and it starts glowing in the lines, like as you can see right there. And then once the key goes in, then it opens up, and it's pretty much like the Ghost Portal, but with a gold portal. And actually, it looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card or something like the back, but it looks like it looks lenticular, like you could put your finger in it or something. But yeah, I actually really like that back bling, especially when you put it with. The only bad thing is it doesn't go well on the white Master Key, of course. But when you put it on the regular Master Key, that whole set goes very, very well together. I absolutely love it. So not only do I love this skin, but it's definitely one of my favorite sets in the game. The whole Key 4 set. Because everything in there is reactive. Because of course this opens, but then his glider glows, the skin glows, and then the back bling before it opens glows, and then his harvesting tool even glows when it's night. So yeah, so next up is Mutiny, right here. So this is, of course, part of the Scallywag set. It's it's the final thing you unlock from the XP-based challenges for Blackheart. But yeah, so it is just a broken steering wheel with like scallops or whatever you call those stuck all over it. But yeah, a lot of people don't like this back bling. I like it. I don't wear it all the time, but yeah, definitely a cool back bling. Looks good on the skin, but I think it actually looks good on quite a few skins. But yeah, it just says seize the wheel for the Scallywag set. So yeah, so next up is High Caliber, which is one of the latest pair of wings that you unlock from the Lux challenges. Honestly, that's the only reason I cared about getting to tier 100 this season. Was not Lux. It was honestly just for her back bling and her harvesting tool. The emote's pretty trash too, and cringy. But yeah, her back bling, I do wish it could be bigger, but if you see what it is, it wouldn't really make sense because those are already like full-on 50 caliber sniper rounds, or I guess it's not just snipers. The machine mounted guns on Humvees and stuff shoot those as well. But yeah, so they couldn't really make these any bigger. So yeah, so it's actually made out of bullets. You can see it's pretty thick there. And you got like 9mm right there, and then like 5.52s, and then 50 cals right there. But yes, they actually do kind of move around and flap like most wings do nowadays. But as you can see, once you unlock the max Lux, you actually get gold, which they do look a lot more like bullets. As you can see, they got that like kind of bronze or brass, or yeah, bronze kind of bullet, and then for the casing you got like the kind of brass look. So yeah, and you can see that look really good on this skin. I just saw that. But yeah, so by the end of next season, I just put on the thumbnail because I should have all of the luck stuff by the end of next season. But yeah, so that's that. So yeah, so do like that back bling quite a bit. And then of course the weekly challenge back bling that you unlocked from doing like 3 of the challenges, and then there's like 5 of the challenges for the for the harvesting tool. But this is the back bling, Dying Light. It says the light before the darkness, part of the Ruination set. Yeah, so it's kind of like another shield type thing, I guess. Doesn't have shield in the name, but yeah, it's kind of cool. I don't really know what to say what it looks like. I don't know. But yeah, of course, looks great on this skin. It has little effects of smoke and stuff. But yeah, so looks great on its original skin. Looks pretty darn good on a lot of skins, honestly. I like that back bling quite a bit. So yeah, so now Molten Crested Cape. A lot of people love the original Crested Cape. They think it's one of the best back blings in the game. I think this just improved it. Of course, it looks amazing on this skin. Of course, during Season 7, there's a lot of ice stuff, or snow, cold themed stuff. But this season, honestly, I'd say there's more fire and lava and all that stuff, themed kind of things, than there was ice themed things. Like, there's just insane amounts of fire stuff this season that came out. So yeah, so thank God it's kind of over. Like, it's cool, but at a point, like, it's kind of getting old now. But yeah, so you can see it has the smoke effects and the lava kind of moving effects. But yeah, I really, really love that back bling. And yeah, it says Molten Courageous, part of the Lava Legend set. Next up is the Molten Valkyrie rings. I like the original wings, but these ones honestly are an improvement. This is my favorite, probably my favorite back bling. I don't know, it's about tied with this back bling. But yeah, you can see they have that smoke effect again. And yeah, those wings are really cool. Of course, they're ginormous and flap around and stuff, but of course I don't care about big like stuff, because I'm not one of those people that doesn't play with back blings or only plays as female characters or only uses umbrellas because they need calculated landings, need to be able to see their whole screen and stuff. I just wear what I want to wear. But yeah, so it says Burning Winds Prevail, part of the Lava Legend set. So yeah, so next up is Crystal Llama. As you guys know from the Getaway, I had everything originally, so I just got the new stuff, which is like a loading screen and a back bling. But yeah, so everybody was saying why wasn't this a back bling when it was first in the game, but they listened and made it into a back bling. So yeah, so rare back bling, Crystal Llama, says shiny, part of the Getaway gang set, and selectable styles. I don't know why it doesn't say unlockable styles. But yeah, so for winning your first game of the Getaway when it came back this season, you got the green one, the Emerald, right there. As you can see, it's tilted and about the same size as the regular ones. And then for winning 3 games, you got the Ruby one right there. And then you got the Diamond one for winning 5 games. I think I won like 12 games this season or something of the Getaway. So yeah, might not have even been that much. I don't really know, but I like the Diamond one the best. But yeah, so that is that. I really wish there was like the purplish bluish one, that like how it actually looks in the game. But I think why they didn't do that is because during the Getaway event, and if it ever comes back, then if you wear that back bling, like of course when you're running around with the actual thing, a giant beam shoots up into the sky and stuff, and you can see you on the map for the first 30 seconds after picking it up. But I feel like some noobs would still, or people who don't understand that, would still get it confused and try taking the gem from you, even though it's just a back bling. So yeah, so next up is Hypnotic. Of course, the skin that came with Mesmer, or the back bling that came with Mesmer. It says Look Into My Eyes, part of the Sun Soldier set. So I think it looks really good on this skin. I'm not a huge fan of this back bling, but I didn't even think Mesmer was going to be coming with a back bling when he first got leaked. So the fact that they threw in a back bling is really nice. But yeah, when you're jumping around his little earrings or whatever and his tongue wag around. But yeah, a decent back bling. Looks looks really good on some skins, and the skins that it doesn't look good on, it really doesn't look good on. So yeah, so next up is Pineapple Strummer, I guess the starter pack back bling of the season. So yeah, so sounds sweet, part of the Beach Battalion set. So I actually really love this back bling. I've been wearing it quite a bit this season. Looks good on a lot of skins, but yeah, it's just like a little pineapple ukulele. So that's pretty cool. Saltwater Satchel comes with the fish stick skin. Keep the ocean at hand. But yeah, I don't really like how far it sticks out. And not because I don't I don't care if it's big or small or whatever. It's just when it just still looks derpy. Like it's connected by like 3 inches there, and then it's just like sticks out. But yeah, I don't really know what it's supposed to be. But I'm not a huge fan of that back bling. But it's cool that they threw it in with the fish stick. Yeah, so next up is Lucky Coins. This came with all of the like new St. Patrick's Day stuff. But this season everybody thought that they were gonna start giving back blings to like green skins in the shop, but they actually just started separately selling some back blings. They haven't done much yet, but I got 2 of them. I think they've only done 3 of them. So yeah, 2 of them were with like the farm skins, and one of them was this. There might have been others, but I can't remember. But yeah, so it's just like a pot of gold coins. It says save up your luck, part of the green clover set. But yeah, so it's just like a little 200 V-Buck back bling with like holes in there. I don't know how those coins aren't falling out, but yeah, it just shines, and when you're hopping around, the coins actually kind of fly up. But it's kind of like the saltwater satchel, like how it sticks out like that. But I do like this back bling better. Don't wear it a ton, but I really do like that back bling. So then, lastly, for regular back blings is Sunsprout. I was gonna get the male skin with that back bling, but then when I saw that you actually bought them separately, I like the male skin better, but then I like the female's back bling better, so I just got the female's back bling, because I had enough for a skin and a back bling, but then that would be 1,000 V-Bucks, and I was saving up for another emote. But yeah, so this is Sunsprout, Perfectly Sunny, part of the Fatal Fielder set. So yeah, it's just like a little sunflower. It just looks really good on a lot of skins, I think. And when you're running around, the eyes kind of are like googly eyes and kind of just swings around. But yeah, that's it for regular back blings. But then we got 2 pets. Of course, you guys know I'm not a huge fan of pets, but we'll go over them. So yeah, so I think they're kind of giving up on pets because I thought there was gonna be like a turtle pet or something to go along with this season, but it's literally a fox and a dog. Like, they're not really that creative or unique. Of course, we've already had, I believe, yeah, like a dog, a wolf that pretty much looked like the dog before, just different colors and options. And now we got a 3rd dog. So, and it's literally Bonesy, but just a wood toy version of him, I guess. So, yeah, I guess this is kind of unique, but yeah. So instead of Bonesy, it's Woodsy. So you got the default, and then you got the pirate version. So it's kind of cute, his little bandana. He's got a little eye patch thing. And the final one is literally just a gold dog. So yeah, so that is that. And then you got the Dodger pet, which is the fox. I wish there was like a blonde one for my favorite animal on Earth, the fennec fox. But yeah, so you start out with the default, just kind of hiding there. But this is probably my least favorite pet carrier in the game, because not only is it like just like huge and obnoxious, but then you got these hanging acorn things hanging around, swinging around, and it was super obnoxious. But yeah, it says Outfox competition, but yeah, that's regular. Then you got the black one, and then you got this one, which I really hate. Like, I liked because I was like, oh, it's got a little army helmet, goes well with the munitions major, but she's got like, I don't know if they painted her fur or put on like a weird skin-tight suit or what, but she's got this like skin-tight camouflage, and I just think it looks gross. I don't really know what they're going for there. But yeah, so that's it for back blings overall, including pets. So yeah, so we're just going to take that off for now. So yeah, so that's back blings. Harvesting tools is the snake bite from Battle Pass. I absolutely love this back bling. It sounds like that, or harvesting tool sounds like this. So yeah, it kind of has like a hiss there, and it's got this like wrapped around snake, and then this is actually like a snake's head. See, that's like the bottom, and that's the top with the eyes. And it's got like the kind of this like animated, glowing snake skin kind of look, and yeah, it goes really well with like max drift and stuff. It says there's no anti-venom. Part of the snake pit set, so yeah, really like that harvesting tool. And then next up is lockpick, part of the key force set, break in or just break it. Of course, this part starts glowing and everything when it's nighttime. So yeah, so I'm not a huge fan of this pickaxe by itself, but when you combine it with the key force set, then I like it quite a bit. So then from the uh, Blackbeard or Blackheart challenges, you got the Swag Smasher, which in game this part is ginormous. But yeah, um, again, I don't really mind, but yeah, it's got this like kind of anchor piece or whatever, and then a treasure chest with a sword stabbed through it, and then a little octopus hanging on, and he's actually like a live octopus. So yeah, so of course, epic harvesting tool. It says get the loot part of the Scallywag set. And then you got Dragon's Claw, probably at the time the quietest pickaxe in the game, as you can hear. So yeah, of course, it sounds a little louder in the locker, but in game it's very, very quiet. But yeah, so I mean, not only is it super quiet, but it's very thin. But yeah, I actually love this backbling harvesting tool quite a bit. Little grips there, and you get it. It's the first thing you get from the hybrid challenges, but then after like 2 more challenges or something like that, after a certain amount of XP, you actually get all 3 of the other color options. So you start out with yellow, and then you to combine you get purple, green, and blue. So yeah, so that is that one. But then next up is Flawless, which is the pickaxe from Lux's thing. It's pretty much like a better version of the, I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, it was like a rare harvesting tool that everybody loves. But I think this is like a better version of it. As you can see, it's just gold. It's got a little diamond with snakes wrapped around it. There's a lot of snakes in this season. And then kind of a cool cane bottom thing. But yeah, this harvesting tool, of course, just sounds like a pickaxe with kind of a jingle sound in there. But yeah, harvesting tool, probably the best part about Lux. It says experience perfection. So it sounds like some sort of watch or perfume commercial or something. And then next up is Dread, which is all the challenges I did in one day, but then they just threw in that dreaded challenge of complete daily challenges. So then you had to wait another 5 days. So yeah, so that is that though. Really like this harvesting tool. It's small and it looks cool, and it's animated in the middle, as you can see there. But yeah, so it kind of looks like a skull of some sort. Yeah, it just looks really, really cool. I love that pickaxe quite a bit, actually. But yeah, it says Instill Fear, part of the Ruination set. But yeah, finally they threw in a pickaxe with the challenges. So happy they finally did that. So next up is Peely Pick. I just had enough. Of course, the other meme skin that had the best moments for me and Brayson, our squad or whatever, this season was Banana Skin, and the Fish Stick skin. So I figured, why not get the full set? I don't know if they're going to add on to the set in the future. I think they should make like a banana split glider or something. But yeah, so as of right now, I got the full set. But yeah, so I did get this pickaxe called the Peely Pick. Wield the power of the peel, part of the Banana Bunch set. So yeah, so this is great combined with the skin, of course. But yeah, it's literally just like a palm tree or something, like trunk, and then you got like this leaf kind of holding a banana on it. So it sounds like this. So yeah, pretty simple. And then the angular axe, I was actually gonna get this. I think it was a while ago now. I think it was like in season 6 when this counterattack set got leaked. And ever since then, I was saying like, okay, well, I'm not a huge fan of any of that other stuff, but I'll probably get the pickaxe. But then it ended up being part of the G-Force bundle, which you had to buy a capture card for like upwards of $600 or something like that. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the shop comes and this is the whole counterattack stuff is in there. The female finally came, but all of the glider, the male one with his backbling, and the pickaxe was in the shop. So I bought the pickaxe. But I did think, I don't really care about, like, of course, people saying, like, oh, that was my exclusive Skull Trooper skin. Like, all the OG stuff I don't care about. But when they release stuff like a bundle or something, that's like releasing a Battle Pass skin or something. And I think Fortnite messed up with that one. Kind of like when they released the Rogue Agent into the shop. But yeah, they did actually... a couple weeks later, they did give original owners not only a selectable, like not a selectable style, they just gave them like a flat out another pickaxe, another backbling glider and skin, where basically all the black is still there, but then all the green is red, so it's like stealth and stuff, I guess. But yeah, so angular axe, acutely obtuse. So yeah, so it's like the 2 types of angles, or 2 of the many types of angles. But yeah, part of the counterattack set sounds like this. So very simple there. But yeah, so I got it. I just got it because I wasn't trying to like go like, haha, your exclusive things that you paid tons of money for, or just were buying that capture card anyway and got it. Came out. I wanted this pickaxe since it first got leaked. Um, and I would be like those people on Twitter saying like, "Oh, you released this pickaxe and I got it, and now you're making an OG style or whatever, and now this doesn't even matter." No, I got this pickaxe because I like it. So yeah, so that's that. Next up is Rose Glow. This was the Founders Pack. Number 2 was leaked sometime last season, but it actually came out a few weeks ago. But yeah, finally came out. I thought this was going to be a rare pickaxe. It's actually uncommon. But if you guys play Save the World, you guys know the second and third to last, or the second and third last to last pickaxe. Of course, you get this pickaxe, and then you get the same pickaxe once you level it up enough, but it's kind of like sparking. And then you get the max pickaxe in Save the World, but it's actually like blue and silver, but it's pretty much the same. I mean, it's the same thing as this, just different colors. But yeah, so Save the in Battle Royale, we actually got this pickaxe. It's just all pink now, so it actually goes with Rose's team leader. It's got her like camo look right there. But yeah, I absolutely love this pickaxe. Not too of an interesting sound, but yeah, so happy that finally came out, and it came without notice. I mean, it got leaked a while ago, but all of a sudden in an update, there's like tons of selectable styles, and this the pack came out. So yeah, so that was pretty darn cool. And then last is the Crimson Scythe. I actually just unlocked this. You get it from the Inferno challenges, but all those are of course from completing daily challenges. And I was actually trying to save 3 daily challenges for the next season like I usually do, but from getting the last the last 2 challenges done of the overtime challenges, my daily challenge today was actually to play 7 matches, so I accidentally got that done because you had to place top 25 in solo 3 times, which I did in 3 matches, but then you had to outlive 500 opponents, which took me like 8 matches because I kept on dying right off the bat, and we were just in squads, in random squads too, but yeah, so. And plus, since now retail and tilted, like, not much people land there, I don't know where people land, and there's just tons of people landing everywhere, it seems like. So yeah, so Season 9 should be fun. Drum guns back, random lands, it's gonna be great. So yeah, so it says Sea Red, part of the Inferno set. Yeah, that is that. So I absolutely love this pickaxe, and why I said this was the Dragon's Claw was the quietest pickaxe is I think this one is now, as you can hear. And somehow it's like even quieter in game. Like you can, unless if the other people are doing emotes or whatever, like you can barely hear it in game. It's crazy, but yeah, it also just looks really cool. Got that. I mean, I thought it was gonna be bigger in game. It's actually pretty small and it's sleek and quiet and black and red and yeah, definitely. Besides the skin, I would say this is, and the V-Bucks, of course, this is probably the second best part of the Inferno set. So yeah, so I did manage to get that. Of course, I included all the stuff from the Inferno set on the thumbnail just because, of course, within the next few days I will have the last thing, which is the wrap. So by the next season I would have them anyways, so I just included it in this video. So yeah, so that is all my harvesting tools. So now on to gliders. So first off is the first one. This is probably the best first glider you get from the battle pass of all time. Usually it's just like kind of a alright, kind of uncommon one. But yeah, this time it was a really cool blue one. I actually still love this glider. But yeah, Sky Serpent slithered through the sky, part of the Snake Pit set, and it's like the back bling. But then you got 2 handles. It's actually like 2 separate snakes, and then these like blue jewels and stuff. But yeah, you can see when they deploy. And then they actually just slither until you land. But yeah, very cool there. So yeah, so then you get Cinder, which is the uncommon glider, but not the first one. So yeah, so it's just a basic glider design, but with this cool maroon and gold design on it. I think it's really cool they've definitely been improving their basic glider designs, I think. But yeah, it says harness the all-consuming flame, part of the Ashen Guard set, and also has like kind of a cinder sound. As you can hear there. Yeah, so next up is Lockstep, which is part of the Keyforce set. I don't know why, but in the locker, I thought this was going to be the quietest glider of all time when I saw it in the Battle Pass, but in game, it's actually a lot louder, which I don't really mind, but in the locker, I didn't even know if it was making a sound there, but yeah, it's for some reason super quiet in the locker. But yeah, it's kind of like this briefcase type thing that opens up to this. A lot of people hate this glider. I think it's really cool. I like this glider, whether I'm using it with the whole set or not. Oh, there we go. It was louder that time, but yeah, reactive. Of course, these gold decals, of course, light up like the rest of the set at night. But yeah, so that's a glider. What's up next? The booty buoy or booty buoy or whatever. The epic glider, the final glider of the season's battle pass. So yeah, so kind of has that same sound effect as a lot of the pirate themed stuff this season. But yeah, it says, so hide your plunder in a parachute, part of the Scallywag set. But yeah, I like this glider quite a bit. It's almost like the Conquest, but a little less serious and smaller. But yeah, it kind of blows up gold and some gold flies out. But yeah, there's only one ore on both sides. The thing I like about this glider though is you have 6 ores on both sides, and when you're gliding, it actually like ores and there's little water ripple effects. This one, the oars just hold still. But yeah, it's just like a little front of a pirate ship or something with a little DIY sail on top or whatever. And then you got another little octopus in there looking confused as heck. Yeah, so then then you get you got a glider from the Founders Pack number 2, which is the Wild Streak. So yeah, so it doesn't make any sound or anything, it's just basic glider, but yeah, it says marked for battle, part of the war paint set. So now I guess each of the things, original skins you got from the first Founders Pack, are part of their own sets now. So don't know if we'll be getting any more, but if not, or if so, it won't be for a while. But yeah, I actually like this glider quite a bit. Of course, it's got that blue and then gray digital camouflage decal, but yeah, it looks really nice. I like this glider quite a bit. I would say it's about tied with the Founders Umbrella, but it's definitely better than the Founders Glider. This is one of my least favorite gliders in the game that I own. I really don't like that glider. Yeah, so that is that. And then next up is the Victory Umbrella from the season. I did say I was going to try getting out on the first day with Isaac on duos and whatever, but he ended up going on vacation, and then after that he was on vacation until like the first or second week of season 8. So then he just decided that he was just going to give up with the season, and yeah, he pretty much didn't play this season. So he went to Borderlands 2. He said he's going to play Borderlands 3 once it comes out, or if it has came out yet. So I don't know if he really plays Fortnite anymore. So yeah, I kind of lost my duo partner there. Yeah, so but me, Brayton, and one of his friends called named.com PT2, we were a trio squad, and after a few games on the second day, me, Brayton, and .com actually went into a squad game. Failed the first time, but then the second time, .com got knocked. Brayton revived him, but then Brayton got knocked right as I stuck the final guys, or some of the final guys with clingers. Of course, I love my clingers, and knocked them. And then Brayton, of course, got finished. But I knocked that like final squad, so then it was down to like 2 people. And then .com got knocked again, and this time he got finished. So then it was just up to me, and there's 2 other people, and they're both solos. But then the other guy finished one of the second to last guy, and then I triple tacked the last guy. So thank God I had my beloved tack there. I don't even think it was blue. I think it was like a green tack too. Yeah, so I ended up winning the game for us, so it's very close. I like flipped out when I got that, but yeah, here it is, Palm Leaf, kick back and enjoy Victory Island Season 8. And honestly, this is my new most favorite Victory Umbrella ever. You guys know I don't even have it, but because I only have every umbrella, Victory Umbrella from Season 4 up, including the Founders Victory Umbrella, of course. But my favorite one was the paper parasol, but even over that one, this is my new favorite one. As you can see, it's like a metal palm tree with a little swirly thing at the top, and you can see some metal scraping off the side there or whatever. And yeah, it's like a whole different design. Of course, last season we had like the like carrot nose and stuff and the kind of texture for the snowman or whatever. But this time it's like it's a whole split, like leaves and everything, and then you got the little nice handle right there. But yeah, so, and as you can hear, it actually has a little jingle. Every umbrella just opened the same way up until now, just the basic umbrella sound. But yeah, it actually has jingles, and actually has two. So that was one of them, but it actually has a second one. Yeah, you can hear that like final note there. Yeah, so it actually has two things, so that is really, really cool. Absolutely love that victory umbrella. Can't wait to see what next season's is. But yeah, so next up is the Avengers Endgame challenges. After completing all but two of them, you got the Avengers Quinjet. So if you're kind of very sensitive to colors or whatever, this is not orange, it's not legendary, it's red. So yeah, I was wondering what red was when it was all leaked. But yeah, they actually made a whole rarity called the Marvel rarity for the whole Endgame set and everything, or Endgame event. But yeah, so they actually also made two sets. I thought everything was just going to be part of the Avengers set, but they actually made it a Guardians of the Galaxy set as well. So yeah, so this is a glider that you unlocked, which yeah, it's actually the Avengers Quinjet, and actually it's actually based off of how they look in Avengers Endgame. You can see the little repulsor things designed by Iron Man are blowing out some wind, and the boosters there, and when it deploys, you can actually see it actually deploys from being like invisible, and then the boosters kind of kick back, and when you go forward and everything, it actually like the boosters kick back on and off and everything. So yeah, absolutely awesome glider there. And yeah, as you can see, these are equivalent to Epic gliders, and in the shop this one was actually 1,200, the Milano right here. So yeah, so this is the only, I believe the only glider I bought in the shop this season, because this glider was just too awesome to not buy. But yeah, it is the Milano from, I believe this one's based off of the one from the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Of course, they don't even have the Milano anymore, because ever since Infinity War it's been, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a different orange, all orange ship. But yeah, so this is like the more sleek design based off the one in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, but yeah, it says, oh yeah, right here says Avengers Assemble, part of the Avengers set, and right here says Guard of the Galaxy in Style, part of the Guardians of the Galaxy set. But yeah, as you can see, when you go forward and back, these wings, like separate wing parts, actually like split and everything, and the boosters kick, like kind of shoot out more flames or whatever. But yeah, it's like the blue and orange kind of look right there. Very cool. It's actually pretty small in game as well, but it just also looks super cool, and probably honestly has the best deploy out of any glider in the game. Just the animations of like the hexagon kind of space portal like in the movies, and you actually have like the galaxy kind of open window that they fly out of, as you can see once again. So yeah, so you can't even see it all on screen, but in game, it's just so awesome. They did a great job with that glider, so I just had to get that glider. So yeah, so that one of course was to Save the World V-Bucks, mixed with some V-Bucks from the Inferno pack. So yeah, so that is that. So then the other glider, which I don't have yet, but it is an Epic glider, but there's actually problems with the event where people didn't get in. Okay, it looks like we have some new skins here. But yeah, so they actually had like a whole problem where people flat out just like didn't get into the, I mean, they got into the event, but then it just like they got into the event, but then they just didn't, like, the event counted down to 0, but then nothing happened. So then there's a little message down here later that day that it said no matter what, if you went into that game mode, the unvaulting game mode, they would be giving you the glider. It's actually called the Arcana, but it was with like the set with the skins that were in the shop that day, the dream skin and everything. So they actually took it out of the shop that day, so nobody else bought it, and if anybody bought it already, they would just be once everybody else gets a glider, they will be refunding them for 1,200 V-Bucks, of course. But yeah, so I imagine they'll probably give it to us on like with the, once we download the update for Season 8, it'll probably be in our lockers, and we'll get it. I just figured to decide it in our include it in this video, since it's, I mean, it's going to be here, they said, within the next few days. So yeah, so that's very cool of them. Of course, we got to watch the event, but sadly a lot of people didn't. Of course, there's a video that I made on it, but yeah, so, but yeah, that's really cool that everybody gets a glider still too. But that's it for gliders. Now on to contrails. A lot less contrails this season. All of them are, there's none from challenges or anything this season. They're all from the battle pass. So first off is flying standard. Probably my least favorite glider or contrail from the season. It's literally just like a pirate flag on one of your arms, or wrists. And yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of that. It's just a very basic contrail, and it's only on one arm, so it's very non-symmetrical and just doesn't look good in my opinion. It says fly your flag. Next up is clovers. I absolutely love this contrail. So you can see you got like kind of clover vines around your hands and feet. It says have a lucky landing, part of the green clover set. But then it also has like this rainbow fog coming off along with some clover petals. But yeah, so I think it's kind of like the rainbow contrail from season 3. But honestly like better because there's just more going on, and it just looks very nice. So absolutely love that thumbnail, or contrail. And then next up is Phantasm. It's right here. It's honestly like a better version of Spectral Essence. Of course, that's Spectral Essence from season 6. But this one, it's blue and it's foggy and everything. So yeah, it says release the spirits of the sea, part of the Scallywag set. So yeah, so really like that contrail. I think this season and last season, of course, did very good for contrails. But this season I think was more consistent. Like last season had the contrails that were good were very good, but then the contrails that were like were just and then of course we also got the Vines contrail, which is very icky. But this season, like, there wasn't really like I mean, there was like one bad contrail, but other than that, all of them were like really good. So next up is lava, right here. So yeah, so it's literally just lava. It's kind of like the fire one, but again, I think a little better just because you can like see it more and it doesn't like cut off randomly on your screen. But yeah, it says eruption imminent, of course, like teasing the eruption of the volcano. But yeah, so just lava looks very good with this skin, of course. But in game, it actually flies a lot farther off. But yeah, so that's that. And then ballistics, which is literally just bullet chains, looks very good with Vietnam Jonesy. But yeah, so literally just bullet chains. The animation's kind of weird in there. It kind of looks fuzzy or whatever. But yeah, so that's extreme bullet drop, like teasing like bullet drop off and stuff. But yeah, so just literally bullet chains, and sometimes some of the casings or whatever fly off. So yeah, so that is all the contrails this season. So not as much as usual, I guess. Or actually, I guess it's as much as usual. Just lately, we've had challenges for like extra contrails and stuff, but yeah, not this season. So next up is wraps. Of course, they're just going insane with these wraps. I honestly kind of wish they would slow down with the wraps, just because I think they're just kind of insane with the wraps currently. Because I remember like when the first wrap that came into the shop, of course the candy cane wrap, but now it's just like every other day there's like a wrap or two. Like they're just throwing wraps in the shop. So yeah, so tons of wraps, plus from like there's not a single challenge set just about that doesn't come with a wrap. Of course not the overtime challenges, but like Inferno challenges of course come with a wrap. There's also tons of wraps in the shop, and then the Era Royale challenges came with 4 wraps, plus that same day there was 2 other wraps for the same set in the shop. I mean, that set had 6 wraps for one set, which is insane. But yeah, so the wraps, there's an absolute ton of them this season. So first off, the Battle Pass ones, Tropical Camo. Actually, I'm going to go on ARs for this, because the Canon, you can't really see it that well on. But yeah, so first off is the Tropical Camo, kind of like the pants in the male version of Laguna. But yeah, so of course I don't think any of these have actual descriptions. They just say part of the error or part of the whatever set. But yeah, so pretty clean looking wrap. Of course you can see like kind of palm trees looks in there, and the cool bluish kind of look, kind of like on the sprinkles wrap. But yeah, so that's the first one from the Battle Pass. But next up you got Driftwood here, which is like this gold with like kind of a wood pattern. But honestly, this one I like, but I don't like because, of course, like still my favorite wrap is carbon and gold. And of course, this just looks like right here. Of course, you can see the difference, but in game, like there's like you can barely tell the difference. But yeah, I honestly also think that the gold looks a little more legit on here too. It just looks a little more like gold in real life. Um, but yeah, so that is the driftwood one there. Um, so next up is Sunprint, of course, part of the Sun Soldier set. But yeah, it actually looks like it has a texture, like you could feel it, but it's like not like it's flat, but it looks like it has a texture. But yeah, if you look closely, it's like a whole bunch of green and orange snakes in there, and then you can actually see some of the orange snakes look like they're wearing like the sun wings from the Sunbird skin. But yeah, that's that skin. I don't really like the orange color, but yeah, but not a huge fan of that wrap. Of course, on some guns it looks like I mean, it looks like something just threw up on it. But yeah, so next up is Dragon Scales, of course, part of the Brood set. But yeah, orange, and that, of course, looks really good with like the green hybrid skin, or with Rex, it looks really good with. But yeah, just orange and that and everything. But yeah, pretty good wrap there. And then Tiger Stripes, I believe the last thing part of the Keyforce set, if you're not like counting loading screens and sprays and everything's part of a set now. But yeah, so basically just regular Tiger Stripes, orange and black with the green. The only thing I wish with this Keyforce set is if they like made a selectable style for everything, so you could like have the regular Keyforce set, but then there's like a white tiger kind of version for everything. So then you could have the whole set matched, because then pretty much if you're the white master key, then none of the other parts of the set match at all. So that kind of sucks. And then the last one, everybody calls it the Dark Matter, from like Black Ops 3 or whatever. But it's the Gemstone. But yeah, it's part of the 24K set, so this is definitely the best set or wrap of this season, I think, or battle pass wise. But yeah, I absolutely love this wrap. I'm pretty sure everybody does, but it's like a nice black mixed with the purple there, and it looks like it has a texture. Of course, it's like reflective and cool, but yeah, very, very cool there. So yeah. But then Magma was the first animated wrap, and the first epic wrap. I believe it's still the only epic wrap. Of course, there's a few animated wraps now, but this is the first one. So I got this wrap. I think it's like my favorite out of all like the fire kind of themed wraps. Of course, there is the Magma, and then there's the Infernal, and then there's one from the Inferno set, and then there's also another one just like this one, but it was just like black and orange more defined, and it was animated, but it was a rare wrap. I can't remember what it was called, but I think it was just a cheaper version of this wrap that's not as good. But yeah, this one's very animated. As you can see, it's just lava, and it's got like this kind of like black fog looking thing back here, and then like the moving magma up here. But yeah, very, very cool wrap. The only bad thing is I don't believe they fixed it yet, but with certain weapons, when you crouch up and down, it like flashes, and the lava, like the orange, gets brighter and darker. It's very weird. But yeah, I don't know if they fixed it yet, or if they're ever going to. But yeah, so next up is Bandage. Of course, pretty much all of the uncommon wraps I buy in the shop. There's only been a few that I didn't. But yeah, so this one I did buy part of the Falcon Clan set. But yeah, just really cool, like kind of satin blue or whatever, mixed with like the kind of dark gray, and the kind of bandage. The name of it's kind of weird, just bandage, but yeah, it's kind of like the ninja tethering or whatever. But yeah, pretty cool. Just the only bad thing is in game, you can't really see like the bandage kind of decal. It kind of just looks like a white wrap with blue. But yeah, so that is that. So next up was the first like pack of wraps, but of course the Getaway Gang is still like my only full set that's not like a battle pass set, like a full set that you had to buy. Because of course all of it you got from the shop, and then some of it you got from challenges, and then one of them was a starter pack. So yeah, so I had to get this pack not only to complete the set, but also I really love some of the wraps in here. But yeah, so it's like a 4-pack for 600, which these are 300 alone each. So that's actually 1,200 V-Bucks altogether for 600. So that's really good. There's also another one of these for the Hype Beast or whatever set, what it's called, but I didn't get that one just because I didn't think really any of the wraps looked good. Yeah, so it came with all 4 of these. So clubs right here, it's just the 4 types of playing cards pretty much. But yeah, so clubs is just like black and then fades off into that. And then you got diamonds, which is the same thing, just red and everything. and then hearts, and then spades. But yeah, so I really love like the spades one on ARs. I absolutely love that one. And the red ones, I think the red ones look better on snipers, but yeah, I do like these wraps, mainly the spades ones, or the spade one. But yeah, so next up is another uncommon wrap from the shop, part of the Tropic Trooper set, digital grayscale. So yeah, so it's just kind of, I'm not a huge fan of camouflage, but like digital camouflage, if it's like blue or gray or whatever, I like it quite a bit. So yeah, so this wrap, it's got like the gunmetal gray all over it, and then kind of like the gray and white digital camouflage. But yeah, I absolutely love that set. It goes great with the Arctic Command set or whatever as well. But yeah, so that is that one, and then the next one is the wrap that came with the one set, the starter pack kind of set, which is of course the pineapple wrap. So on some guns it looks really ugly, but on most guns it looks pretty darn good. Surprisingly, I just didn't think a pineapple wrap would work. But yeah, so it's literally just like a pineapple with like the green and yellow and everything. But yeah, do like that wrap though. So next up is rivet. This is part of the waypoint set. So as you can barely see it here, but in that picture you can see it's kind of like bolted together metal scraps, and it's kind of like gold and blue, so kind of like bobcat colors, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so honestly, I'm not a huge fan of this wrap. I just bought it because at the time I did buy like every uncommon wrap in the shop because I like always had enough, because 300 V-Bucks from Save the World is not that hard to get. But yeah, so honestly, if it was nowadays, I probably wouldn't have bought this wrap, but I'm still happy that I have it, I guess. So yeah, so next up is Lucky, the other like new thing, one of the other new things from the shop. Just the wrap in the back bling is all I bought from like the St. Patrick's Day stuff. But yeah, so this wrap I actually like quite a bit. It looks really good on some things. I think even the AR it looks really good, but yeah, it's like the gold and then like the reflective shiny metallic green, and then you got 4-leaf clover patterns in there. But yeah, that wrap I think is actually pretty darn nice. And then you got the Easter wrap. There's actually two of them, but one of them I thought was really ugly. I'm still not a huge fan of this one, but I wanted to get one of them. The next one, as I said, they just throw wraps out there. It actually came the next day, so I thought this was going to be the only Easter wrap, but I'm happy I got this one and not the other one, or that this one came first, because then I probably would have bought the other one and then saw this one. But yeah, I like this wrap a lot better than the other Easter one. But yeah, part of the Pastel Patrol set, just looks like an Easter egg. Not a huge fan of it, but happy I got one of the Easter wraps. So next up is the two wraps that came into the shop the two wraps that came into the shop for the Air Royale set. So yeah, so first off is Dogfight, kind of camouflage, but it's more just like the spread out camouflage. It's not like regular camouflage. Kind of looks like a old tank or whatever. But yeah, so this wrap, if you're a big fan of like military look and everything, of course it could go well with Vietnam Jonesy and everything. Yeah, so part of the Air Royale set, one of 6. But yeah, so that was one of them. I ended up buying both of them. So the next one up was Stealth Black, which I think this one I like. I'm not like I like it quite a bit. It's just I don't really use it because I mean I just think there's better wraps to use. But like this one, at times it is very good to use. As you can see, it's just the most simple wrap there is. I think it's literally just plain black. Of course, as you can see, it is kind of like the rivet one, and it has like bolted together metal scraps. But yeah, I mean it's literally just plain black, like matte black, except for like the breech thing right there, and then the magazine, like some parts of the barrel. But yeah, looks pretty darn good on some things. I think it's my favorite wrap out of these two from the shop. But then from the challenges, you could get like one of the wraps every like 2 days or something like that, and other than that you just got like XP. Yeah, so it goes together with the skin that came out, as you would have saw in my Air Royale event video. The skin had 4 styles, and they're like themed after like a bug or an animal or whatever. And there's a wrap for each like style of the skin. So yeah, so first off you got the call sign skull, which is orange and black with these silver dots. I'm not a huge fan of any of these wraps that you got from the challenges. Especially not these 3. This one, the call sign Falcon, I actually like quite a bit, but these three I really don't like. But out of these three, this one's probably the best. But yeah, good Halloween kind of looking one, I guess. But yeah, so that's call sign Skull. Then call sign Falcon. I just like this one because it's like a matte black with like kind of that desert sand tan. But yeah, this wrap I'm actually a pretty big fan of. Circles all over it, I'm still not a huge fan of. I just think these circles always make it look like an old chair or couch or something. So then you got the call sign Wolf, which is just too much orange, I think, with the brown. It just doesn't look good. Then you got the worst one of them all. I think it looks like an old, just nasty mattress or something. I don't even know. Yeah, call sign Hornet, and this one you actually got from completing all of the Air Royale challenges. So yeah, so you got this one as the big final prize. I think it should have at least been this one. But yeah, so this one, absolutely ugly wrap. Honestly, probably my least favorite one I have. So yeah, honestly, I even like it worse than like the Dirt Burger. All three of these I would say actually like worse than the Dirt Burger. But yeah, so then next up is Burn Mark. This, or actually, so yeah, so this wrap I don't actually have yet. I just included it in here because I will be getting it within the next few days. It's actually the wrap that you get from the Inferno challenges. So yeah, so that's the wrap right there, and you can see it on the things there. So pretty darn cool wrap. Of course, I like the pickaxe better and the skin stuff, but yeah, cool wrap there. But yeah, so as you can see, I only need to do 4 more daily challenges, and I have one right now, but I'm going to save all my daily challenges, so the next 2 at least for Season 9, so I'm not going to be doing any daily challenges until Season 9, which is only 30 hours away. Yeah, so that is that. Next up is Infernal, which this wrap was leaked a long time ago, and then I thought after the Magma wrap came out and then the other wrap came out, I thought they just scrapped the idea and weren't going to put it into the shop. And I didn't think I was going to get it because I thought it was going to be a rare wrap, and I've only bought 1 rare wrap overall so far, which I'll show you guys. But yeah, but then I saw that it was uncommon. Finally it came into the shop like a week ago or so. But yeah, finally it came into the shop, and I saw that it was uncommon, and I looked at it on some of the weapons, and I actually love this wrap. It's honestly one of my more favorite ones. A lot of people think it looks like mashed Play-Doh or something, but I don't know. I actually really like this wrap. It's like the black and then kind of splattered lava, but I think I really thought it was going to be a rare wrap, but for an uncommon wrap I think is really good. Yeah, so I actually like that wrap quite a bit. So that last one is Shard Break, which is the only rare wrap I have ever bought, because all the other ones are from either the Battle Pass or challenges, like these 2 or whatever. Or of course this one was just for supporting a creator. It's not really a challenge, but yeah. But just because this one I absolutely loved. Of course, it's part of the Broken Light set. Came in with all the the 2 sets that came in, or the 2 skins in set that came in with the event and everything. But yeah, so it is actually an animated wrap, one of the very few so far. But yeah, so it's kind of like goes along with that whole theme, and it's kind of like this purple shattered glass kind of look. As you can see if you look close, like kind of looks like shattered glass, kind of pieced back together or whatever. But yeah, and you can see it's animated, kind of like blue light kind of fades through. So I just think it's really subtle, but very, very cool. The only bad thing is right here it looks very cool, but in game you can barely tell the difference between gemstone. They look very similar in game, unless if you're in certain light, you can tell the difference. But yeah, I don't know which one I like better, but definitely really love this wrap. But yeah, so and I of course you guys know I usually have my wraps all mixed and stuff right here for my favorite ones, but I just have so many right now. And usually when I get a new wrap, I just like put it on all my things for until I get another new wrap. So yeah, so that's just kind of what I'm doing. That's why this wrap's on all of them there. But yeah, so finally that is it for all the wraps. So you can see that like wraps literally just came to the game at the beginning of last season, and I already have that many, and I'm missing like 8 of them or something like that, and I get most of them, but there's some that I haven't bought. Yeah, so now onto emotes. So with this season, if you didn't notice, I'm gonna quiet this up real quick. So yeah, so if you guys didn't notice, they added all these like selections things this season, because of course they remade the thing again or whatever. So they actually added this, so it's very nice, especially for people like me who do an overview of like the whole season results and everything. So you can just literally cycle through it and get to what you need to go to, which is so nice. You don't have to look through your emotes out of all this stuff. But yeah, you literally just have like for all this stuff, you have like your favorites, your new, and then your regular emotes, your emoticons, your sprays, and then your toys. So yeah, so I think that is very nice. So hopefully you guys can still hear me. But first off, from the battle pass is hello friend, right here. So yeah, so just a dramatic waving thing. It says hi there. Of course, one of my favorite emotes is pretty much like a new version of wherever it is. It's pretty much a new version of the Regal Wave right here. Just I absolutely love that emote still. It's one of my main emotes. But yeah, so that is that. But then next up is Congo, which at the time everybody's flipping out about because it's traversal and you can move while you're doing it, which makes sense because you can have Congo lines. And that was like one of the big videos that a lot of content creators made at the beginning of the season was Congo lining and stuff. But yeah, now there's actually 1, 2, 3, I believe 4 traversal emotes, and I have 3 out of 4 of them. The only one I didn't get was the like Prancer size looking one. But yeah, so this is the first one. It says get in line in traversal. And you do a little spin, and yes, it's another emote where they snuck in a little dab like they do with tons of emotes now. So then next up is Snooze Fest, wherever that is. Oh, here it is. So yeah, it says yawn. I haven't used this emote, it got buried in like way down my emotes. But yeah, you can just hear a little yawn, and it's pretty much just like he's bored. So it's kind of like confused, but kind of bored. So I don't know if this is for like wider character models, but as you just saw, he's patting air right there. So I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, regular skins are supposed to be like patting the side of your legs. But yeah, so not a huge fan of that emote, but it could work in some things. Next up is like everybody says, it's the bananas emote, but yeah, it's literally called Nanana or Nana. It's like the peanut butter jelly dance. But yeah, you can even hear it like in the beat. It says have a bunch of fun. But yeah, decent emote there. Another outdated thing. Of course, they like have outdated emotes all like every season. Like at the time, Hype wasn't outdated in season 4. Neither was Orange Justice. But then all of a sudden they decided to include Running Man in season 6, and that challenge was from like before Fortnite even started. So yeah, next season we'll probably have like the whip or the nay nay or something. I don't know, some other outdated meme dance. But next up is the tier 95 epic emote of the season. Hoop Master says round and round. But yeah, it's just a little hula hoop routine, I guess. But this emote has grown on me a little bit. I like it quite a bit now. Still don't think it's like the best tier 95 emote, but definitely good. The soundtrack for it's kind of good. You can see it slows down a little bit there and everything. But yeah, so that's that. And then the final emote from the pirate challenges. I can't remember what it's called, the Ahoy challenges or whatever. But you actually got an epic emote right here. So yeah, so a lot like Praise the Tomato or the Unwrapped, but for some reason it's epic. I think it could have been rare or even uncommon, honestly. But yeah, so cool I got a free epic emote though. Of course, because I like very rarely buy epic emotes, so it's cool that we got. I ended up getting 2 this season still. Yeah, so next up is Dragon Stance, which is from the hybrid challenges. This is form of the dragon, part of the brood set. Of course, these challenge emotes are like never that exciting or good. But yeah, so that one's pretty good. Of course, you guys know I have tons of punching like martial arts emotes this skin just, or this season just added to that. Like I have like I can have a whole me and Eli, like we have all the emotes like related to punching and stuff, so we could just like have full on boxing matches with all these emotes that have something to do with martial arts and punching and stuff. So next up is drum major. Of course, you guys know I used to be in band and like march and stuff in high school and everything. So yeah, so this is like the drum major, like the people who lead to band and everything. Just way dramatized. It says lead the line and step in time. But yeah, traversal, so you can walk around while doing this. And yeah, it's actually like marching band music, but if you didn't hear that, it's actually playing, it's actually like a marching band playing Take the L. So that's pretty darn cool. Yeah, so next up is Fandangle. I just had enough V-Bucks at the time to get this, and I thought it was a funny emote, so I got it. I can't remember what it's based off of, but I remember seeing this emote, but yeah, just some music to it and everything, but I like that emote quite a bit, so just got it because I had enough V-Bucks. But yeah, it says loosen up and prepare for nonsense. So yeah, and then spring loaded, of course, you guys know I also used to be in gymnastics and stuff, and I can still, like, on trampoline and everything, do some crazy stuff. So yeah, so this is like this. I was hoping it was going to be traversal, so you could, like, do back handsprings and stuff and go, but yeah, it's literally just back handsprings, endless back handsprings. Yeah, it says handspring into action, but yeah, I was hoping it was going to be, like, traversal, and you just, like, go backwards, because going forward it wouldn't really make sense, but, I think they would have made it traversal, but then people try going forwards and just wouldn't really make sense, so they were just, you could only go back. Yeah, I really like that emote, and especially when you like do that, and then I really love doing that, and then just going into shell and sit up. Of course, it doesn't work. It works the same, but it just looks like you just stopped and just passed out or something. Because you guys know I also love doing the little Zanny to whip or dip. If you can get it all perfectly timed, then it's really good. But yeah, so next up is Breezy. This was like an emote that came with like the Groove Balloon skins, but this is like one of my new main emotes, just because when you're like far away from someone, you just start doing this. It's just absolutely hilarious. But this is the emote I was talking about that me and Brayton did with like the fish stick emote, and it's just hilarious. So yeah, you're just literally a Groove Balloon. It says "Anyway the wind blows." Part of the hot air set, but yeah, it's just hilarious. Like, I just do this emote when I'm writing stuff, or just pretty much any time, just like the Regal Wave emote. But yeah, I absolutely love that emote. I didn't think there's gonna be an emote coming with that skin set, but makes sense since they're Groove Balloons, or whatever you want to call it. Next up is Punched Up, going along with the martial arts emotes right here. So yeah, so it's just a little punching thing. So you got that, and then red card. This came back when like the soccer skins finally came back this season, pretty early on, and Isaac just randomly got on and messaged me on Discord and said enjoy your gifts. So he actually gifted this to me, but this was kind of starting to be a somewhat rare emote, but it says foul play, and yeah, you just hold up a little red card. But yeah, so he gifted that to me. And then another punching emote, Shadow Boxer, so they're right here. It's a stick and move, and it pretty much just goes on and on, but it's very over dramatized blocks or whatever. But yeah, so do like that emote. Another punching thing. And then you have Fierce, which I don't have, but it was the emote that I was talking about that I will be getting. So yeah, so it's part of the look set. It's just this. Again, with the challenge emotes, I don't see how on earth that's not an uncommon emote, but it says utterly dominated. But yeah, you can see how that's how far I am in the Lux challenges, how much I really don't care about getting them completed. I just cared about getting the backbling and the pickaxe, but other than that, I don't really care. And even the banner icon's like, what is that? Yeah. So next up is the there's actually two Marvel emotes that came with that whole event. So I actually got both of them. As you can see, they have, again, that Marvel emote thing. But the first one was with the Black Widow set. But yeah, it's another martial arts thing called Widow's Pirouette or whatever. And it has the cool, like, superhero music and then her little signature pose at the end there. And yeah, pretty darn cool there. But yeah, it says a deadly dance. So yeah, part of the Avenger set. But then the next thing, I absolutely love this emote. I thought with the Star-Lord skin, he was just, I didn't even know it was going to come with a back bling, but he came with the glider, the pickaxe, and an emote, and it's literally like his dance that he did at the Ronin dance-off at the end of the first Guardians of the Galaxy. So yeah, so here's that. So yeah, so it kind of just goes on from there, but yeah, so I absolutely love that emote, but yeah, it says perfect distraction, part of the Guardians of the Galaxy set. So yeah, so that is that, and that is all for all of my emotes that I got this season. It's not, I don't think as much as usual, but definitely still a lot, but I don't know where my music went, it just kind of shut off. But yeah, so that is all my emotes. So toys, usually there's like 3 per battle pass, but this season there's literally 1 toy, and there wasn't even any challenges for toys. So yeah, so this is my new emote loadout, by the way. It got my favorite emote still of all time, and then my second favorite, I just love doing this emote, dancing on people, and then just got these derpy ones. And then my tomatoes, so I can just spam throw tomatoes at things. But yeah, there's literally 1 toy this season. I thought there was gonna be like challenges from some toys or whatever. There wasn't even like a coconut that you could throw, a banana that you could slip on or whatever. I don't even know. There's literally 1 toy, which is a bouncy ball. It's a pretty good toy. It actually, every time you throw it, it's like a different color. It can be like pink or whatever. But this is the main one, just like green and blue. But yeah, it actually, if you throw it and you're not in a box, this thing just, I mean, it's the most bounciest ball on earth. But yeah, one of the challenges was to bounce it like over 35 times, which is very simple, because if you throw this thing, it just goes. But yeah, so that's that. Just 1 toy, but pretty darn cool toy, I think. So yeah, so music, if it will play, there we go. So yeah, so first off is Ahoy here. Hopefully you guys can hear that. So yeah, so it's press play to set sail, part of the Scallywag set, so it's just some epic pirate adventure music. Next up is my favorite music track of all time, Choral Chorus, based off the music that the glider plays. And I was going to get the glider too, but I figured I have this music track, so why would I get the glider too? Because I'm not a huge fan of the glider, but the music is great. But yeah, this music absolutely just is calming and relaxing and just great. And there's a great music video made on it on YouTube. You should search it up. But yeah, here's that. So yeah, so kind of just goes on there, and it actually does have an end, but then it starts over, of course. But also the description, just press play to hear the choral sing their tune. But yeah, and the little picture, and it goes off right there. But yeah, I just love the little like marimba and the singing and the waves and everything. But yeah, absolutely love that one. And then the final one you got this season, kind of underwhelming. It's just the star power, which I don't think anybody was really asking for this one either. But yeah, so here's that. Press play and act like a VAP. Why I don't really like this one is because I'm not a fan of that emote really, in the music either really. But also they're usually like remixed and everything, but this one's like it's barely remixed. It kind of just like here. It literally just sounds like the emote, like so it's nothing too special. But yeah, and then they actually started selling it in the music tracks in the shop, which one of them was the one for the Running Man emote, which I didn't get, but I did get one of them. They're selling these, of course they're all rarity, but the Electro Swing, probably still the best music out of any emote in the game. So I think it's kind of weird that they just now made one for Electro Swing. I think if anything, the last music track for this battle pass should have been the Electro Swing one. But yeah, so it's called Electrified, and I got this out of the shop. But yeah, it says press play and swing the night away. So yeah, so at first you can hear it's not too much remixed. It kind of just sounds like the emote does. But then right here, kind of goes a little louder, but then it kind of adds in like jazz. So yeah, so it's kind of like the electro swing emo sound or song, but it kind of adds like some more jazz in there, right here. So yeah, so he's got like some trumpet or saxophone or whatever that is. Can't really tell. But yeah, so he's got that in there. But so yeah, so really do like that music. But yeah, so that's all it for my music. So now we're just gonna go through these real quick. So my emoticons. So first off, in the battle pass. So I'm just gonna really go through this stuff really quick as I usually do. So emoticons, you got sunshine there. And then palm tree, octopirate, four-leaf clover, spicy, kind of teasing like the new consumables and stuff. Scully for like the skull and bow set, the Scully skin. Oh, ancient mask, pretty much the emoticon without the earrings of the back bling that I have. The GG stuff, there's always like GG stuff, so this time we got GG jellyfish. 200 meters. The cuddly for the Royal Hearts set, of course another heart, people always love the heart emoticons. And then the last one is the angry volcano, of course teasing and erupting again. But yeah, so that's it for like those wraps from the actual like battle pass. But then we also got 2 from challenges, which of course were the end game challenges. Right here. So you can see, of course, they have the red Marvel rarities. So first off, we got Thor's Stormbreaker, part of the Avengers set, and these ones actually have. I don't think any of the emoticons have ever had descriptions except for express yourself on the battlefield. But yeah, these emoticons are like the first one to have descriptions, I believe. But yeah, so it says Bring the Thunder, part of the Avengers set, and yeah, it's just his Stormbreaker. And then we also got Captain America's shield, it says Living Legend, and yeah, it's just Captain America's shield. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, so that is it for the emoticons. Then next up is sprays. So going into the battle pass again, another one of the GG. We got GG snakes, the brood. Oh, peeled, kind of a sad peely. That one's sad. And then mermaid, like a skeleton mermaid kind of thing. And then dance mat, kind of like a unfolded cardboard box as like a dancing mat, I guess. Let's see here. And then we got skeleton key, woot. It's probably a funny spray from the season. I don't know why it just says woot, but yeah, I do like that spray. And then we got really 2 cool sprays. You can actually like put them side by side. But yeah, we got Love Ranger with like the revolver and everything. But yeah, it's just Love Ranger and a heart. And then we got Fallen Love Ranger. So yeah, those sprays are pretty cool for putting like back to back or side to side or whatever. And then you got the end. It just says the end is nigh. I don't get why it says nigh. I saw that somewhere else before. I don't know if it's supposed to be some sort of pirate thing or what, but I don't really know. But yeah, I think that's teasing like the end of Tilted and Retail and stuff. Or maybe the map. We might have a whole new map next season. Who knows? But yeah, and then we got Bright Bomber there. Ember, which that's pretty cool, 3D looking wrap. And then Salty, kind of the Mad Salt, and then the Angry Salt, and then the Salt, like the Salt banner icon and emoticon and everything. And then we have our first like non-uncommon spray. Of course, there's like the other rarity sprays for like the Solo Showdown or whatever, but like for ones that like everybody can get regularly, we got these ones. So yeah, so this is the first rare spray, but not only that, it's also the first spray that's not just like a spray, it's actually animated. So yeah, you can see it looks, and yeah, it's animated. Nothing too much, it's just kind of like a little shine goes across it, as you can see there, but that's pretty darn cool. So can't wait to see where they go with that. But then we also got a spray from the Pirate Challenges, which is, let's see if I can even find all these ones. But yeah, we got a spray from the Pirate Challenges, which was the Pirate Parrot there. And then from the Avengers event, we got 2 sprays. which is the Avengers logo there. It says assemble, part of the Avengers set. And then the spray, like I was hoping if there was gonna end up being challenges for like the endgame event, I was hoping for a Infinity Gauntlet spray, and they actually made it. So yeah, so the Infinity Gauntlet, leave a powerful mark, probably Avengers set, but yeah, so they literally made an Infinity Gauntlet spray. So that's definitely one of my most favorite sprays. Yeah, so last up, finally, is loading screens, which are right here. Right there. So yeah, so I always just keep them on random, of course. But yeah, so let's go through the Battle Pass ones first. So first off, we got the Scallywags, kind of like the flag. And then this wrap Isle of spray or loading screen, kind of like it's kind of cool because it was like the first loading screen to have something to do with challenges. Like there's a challenge like to search where the knife's pointing, and then there's a challenge to like search where the magnifying glass is. So I actually had to like go full screen and see where those things were. So that's kind of cool how they interacted that like something as insignificant as that in the Battle Pass for once. They probably will from now on in some way. And then you got Sergeant Green Clover, some showcase art for her. And then the Ice Queen, this was like the showcase art for like the Ice Storm event. Yeah, so there's that. And then on that page, then we got Triceratops, with some of the skins just having like a party or of some sort. And then the animated loading screen for this season. Of course, I can't like show it. Oh no, I guess if you click full screen, you can actually show it now. I don't think the full screen was there last season because I would have showed the one for Lynx because it was the first animated loading screen. But yeah, you actually can do it now. I just now noticed that. But yeah, so this season we got the one for Hybrid. So you can see there's like ninja stars. Then the lightning goes and he kind of goes through his stages. Yeah, so I think there's more going on in the Lynx one, but this one is definitely like just as cool. Yeah, so really do like those loading screens. Yeah, so next up is, where's the next one? Oh, so yeah, so kind of like the one with the Battle Royale emoticons this season, we got the Battle Royale sprays. So I actually really love those these loading screens, just the collages and everything. So maybe next season I'll have a loading screen with the collages of loading screens. I doubt it, but you never know. So yeah, and then you got Power Chord, holding like a concert at Junk Junction or whatever. And then a showcase art from Master Key, so that's pretty darn cool. Then the final one of the season is Arachnids, showcase art Arachnids set. Or Arachnid set. As you guys know, he's like one of my favorite skins, so I like that quite a bit. And then for the what? Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. That made a loading screen for that. And then you got a loading screen for the Avengers set as well. Somewhere in here. Gosh, I always click over there. Yeah, so of course red rarity. But pretty darn cool. It's the showcase art for like the actual event. But you got Fish Stick being Thor and all its Tari and everything. But very cool loading screen. It says Fortnite Endgame. And then you also got from the Overtime Challenges Season 8, which is just like last season. They made a showcase art for Season 7 somewhere. Can't tell where it is right now. There's a lot of loading screens. Oh, they're right next to each other. But yeah, so that was from the Overtime Challenges last season for Season 7. And they'll probably do some sort of Overtime Challenges, whether or not the season's longer, just to get loading screens for each season now. Because there's always like the loading screen when you're loading up the game. And there's always like a showcase art loading screen for that season. So yeah, so that's the Season 8 one. And then for each of the weekly challenges, as always, I completed all 10 weeks. So you got all 10 of them right here. So yeah, so number 1, you got a new voyage there. So you got Blackbeard or Blackheart, and then swab the deck and ready the cannons. And you got the little fish stick being his little deck hands there, working the background. And then number 2 is Children of the Brood. It says hatchlings born in a cauldron of fire. And you can see you got the prisoner right there, and then 3 different like stages or colors of hybrid there. And then 3 is darting through danger, kind of like an Indiana Jones thing with Sidewinder, and it says the shiniest treasure is always protected by the most traps, and that's why I was saying like she kind of steals that, kind of like the crystal, or not the crystal skull, the kind of what it's called, the gold head thing that he steals on Raiders of the Lost Ark. And then number 3 is, or whoops, we just did number 3. So number 4, I absolutely love, but where is it? Yeah, here. Ripening rituals. Yeah, so they're just marching up the banana. I think they're actually just about to murder this banana by throwing him in. But so yeah, so it could be dark, whether how you look at it. But yeah, it says the ancient rite of passage for every young banana entering bananahood. So yeah, so everybody's really begging for a selectable style for a crown like this on Peely's skin. So I really hope that does come. But yeah, I don't really know, but that would be nice. So yeah, so then number 5, Hands of Flame, the fire inside burns eternal. Of course, that was right before the Boombo came in. But yeah, so pretty darn cool there. And then number 6 is somewhere right here. So I absolutely love this one. Of course, it's got it kind of shows how what I was talking about, how his reactive in game, his keys glow and his eyes glow. But yeah, so strength of will, the key to victory is determination. He's got like hybrids chasing after him, and yeah, Master Key's trying to get all the keys and everything. But yeah, so again, as always, all these ones that have numbers on them, by the time next season starts, they'll all turn into regular loading screens. I say that like every season, so this will probably be the last time I say that, because you guys should know that by now. Then number 7 is Life of Luxury, which is actually the showcase art for the pirate event that happened in Battle Royale and Sailor World. The pirate event that gave you like the emote and everything. But yeah, so this is like the loading screen, not only for like the event itself, but also the week 7 loading screens. Yeah, so it's got Lux going into what we think is the little like bunker thing that they showed. They dug up, and there's like that metal kind of door looking thing, but then they just left it alone. I think most people think that's what she's repelling through or whatever. Number 8, of course, this was a week that you could unlock ruins, so of course it's like a ruin themed loading screen. This was actually the teaser on that Fortnite post on like Twitter and everything. It was just like it was just this. But yeah, it says the road to ruin, part of the discovery set. As all of these are, but yeah, so it's just that, which is pretty darn cool. I can't remember if I read the description for this. It says all that glitters is gold, if I didn't read that. But yeah, so number 9 is loot lava. So of course it's like when the lava all started coming through the maps when we were digging it up and everything. So this is, I mean, this looks like it's in like that lava in the middle of Dusty Divot or whatever. But yeah, it says bananas never split, and he's pretty much just dying, and Jonesy's trying to save him, but he's about to jump to his death. So that might have been the death of Peely, which is very sad. But yeah, so then number 10 is Breakthrough. This was kind of teasing the event and everything. It says what lies below. And you got like most of the skins, and if you look closely, you can actually see Peely down there, right in front of Sidewinder's finger. So I don't know if they meant to have that, but I feel like she was like pointing at the thing itself. But then they also were just like, oh, let's put Peely right there, and then it will make people actually notice him there. But yeah, so it looks like all of them. It looked like they're like enemies, but it looks like most of them are kind of working together, except for like the Brood and all of them, of course. But yeah, so that's all the loading screens, and now we just have like banner icons, which I don't put down on my lists because they don't have names. But yeah, so we just got a pineapple, a jellyfish, a crossbow with swords and stuff, a little like Aztec pyramid temple thing, a coconut and a split coconut, a treasure chest, a better version of like the Dusty Dogs or whatever it's called from one of the skirmishes banner icons. Now we just got a little like Chihuahua. It's almost like a Fennec Fox too. So absolutely love that banner icon. Probably my favorite one from this battle pass. Then you got like a little cockroach, and then a whale, like tail kind of splashing out of the water or whatever. And then tiger stripes, pretty darn cool there. And then when I saw this, I was thinking, okay, the getaway is probably going to be coming back this season, which it was, because this is pretty much like the only thing teasing it. But yeah, so the llama jewel thing there, really like that banner icon. And then yeah, that's the last one of this season, battle pass. So then we actually got a couple from the season. I don't have these written down, so hopefully I can remember all of them that we got. So yeah, so from the challenges, of course, you get them from like you get like the faces with that same pattern underneath from completing each of like the skin challenges now. So of course there's the hybrid and the Blackheart one, and of course I haven't got the Lux one yet. But yeah, and then you got the every one of the even weeks you get a banner icon as well. So the first one was the little Brood logo, and then this one I absolutely love, just little Pulei's face, and then the Master Key kind of tiger mask, which is very cool. The weekly, like the even weeks banner icons are very, very cool. Like ever since they started doing them, they've just been getting better and better, I think. And then yeah, you got Ruin's face, and then the last one, don't know why it's down here, but yeah, it's pretty darn cool, pretty detailed too. But yeah, it's literally the vault in Loot Lake. And then for completing all 10 weeks, you got last season, of course, you got the I think they're gonna keep on doing this just with different designs each season. But yeah, last season you got the season 7 one, but this season's one's is even better. It's got like more details and more going on. But yeah, so this is season 8. Got the 8 with the eye patch and the sword, starfish, and palm trees. But yeah, so that is that one. And then from the challenges, from the Avengers challenges, you actually got Captain America's shield and then the Avengers logo. So pretty good ones there. And I believe that is every banner icon from this season. So yeah. But other than that, of course, the only other one I would be getting is that. And for some reason, these challenges, this challenge pack is like pretty much almost the same thing as the Fallen Love Ranger, and he actually came with a banner icon for completing all of them. But for whatever reason, you sadly don't get one for Inferno after completing all the challenges. But yeah, so you just complete daily challenges to get 1,000 V-Bucks in all, and then this Crimson Scythe and the Burn Mark. But no banner icons. The only other one I'll be getting is Lux, and then Ruin. I mean, you don't get one for him. I don't know why it doesn't say I have all of them completed. Obviously I do, but yeah. So yeah, and you can see the challenges here that I was talking about for both of them. Yeah, so yeah, so you don't get a banner icon for Ruin, of course, but I mean, pretty much from the weekly challenges, you from week 8, you pretty much do. It's just not. It just doesn't have that like same pattern underneath of it. But yeah, other than that, that is it for Battle Royale. So already went through my wins and everything. Okay, so yeah, so the last thing I forgot to mention is my account level. So my account level is now 412. So yeah, so that's like all your levels combined. I am now 412. So yeah, so that's the last thing. So yes, that is everything I got and accomplished throughout Fortnite Season 8 on Battle Royale. Now we're going to go on to Save the World, as we did last season. This time it won't take as long, because last season was when I got Save the World, so there's a lot more to talk about. And also there's a lot more going on last season, I think, in Save the World. Yeah, so, and I'm pretty endgame, so there's not as much. But yeah, so we will go over to Save the World real quick, and we'll show those things. Alright guys, so here we are on Save the World. So yeah, so last time I showed this at the end of last season, I believe I was like power level 58, and I'm pretty sure I was mid to late Canny Valley. But now I am endgame. I actually got, you had to get to power level, before they did like the mission rework and stuff for Twin Peaks, the highest power level mission you could do was power level 100. But then there's one mission that that was required, and to do those you had to be like power level 88. But then there's one mission where it was required power level 92, I believe. So I could actually, at a point, I could do every mission in the game. But then they reworked it, and now to do every mission in the game, you have to be like power level 122 or something like that. So yeah, so yes, it took me. I pretty much spent every last bit of my Pure Drops of Rain and Lightning in a Bottle, but I've been grinding to get to this by the end of the season. But yes, I did manage to get to power level 100. Of course, max power level is still 131. Still don't know if I'll be there by the end of the season, just because once you get higher power levels, it takes forever. A lot of people level up their power level really quick, but I mean, it takes me a long time to move up, like even a single power level. It takes me like a few days, sometimes a week or two. Yeah, so also I'm level 297, max level is level 310, I believe. So without a doubt, by the end of next season, I will be the max level. And this is if they don't make any new things, because they keep on talking about like adding missions and like new end game content to Twin Peaks. So unless if they add extra levels, I will be max level by the end of next season. But I don't know, because I feel like they might add more levels like they did missions. Because you used to be able to do all these missions, but as you can see, I can't do like this whole corner now. Cause like right somewhere around here, most of these you just have to be 108, so I'll be able to do most of these missions by the end of next season. But yeah, like the one over here, 120 required. So oh yeah, right there, 122. So these are really placed randomly. There's like 108, and then there's 122 in the middle right there randomly, and then 120 over here. So I don't really know what that's all about. But yeah, so also I can't remember if I had all my Plankerton Storm Shield defenses done last season, but now I literally have every Storm Shield defense from Stonewood, Plankerton, and Canny Valley. I did my 9 and 10 back to back a couple months ago. It was probably I mean, it was like in the first third of the season, I think. But yeah, so as you can see now, all I have, unless if they add more Storm Shield defenses or a whole new area, all I have now is my Twin Peaks Storm Shield defense 8, 9, and 10. So yeah, but I am not going to do those for a little bit, so I probably will be done with all my Storm Shield defenses by the end of next season, but not too sure, just because like those last 3 are pretty insane stuff. Like number 7, I did it with like a full squad, and yeah, it was pretty darn insane. Because my Twin Peaks, like every other Storm Shield I've done, of course I was still learning throughout like the first 3, like the mat limit and just how to build trap tunnels and stuff. So like that, pretty much every Storm Shield I had to do like massive rebuilds and repairs after every single one. But every one of my Twin Peaks, I've been doing really good. Like I build very good trap tunnels and stuff, but number 7 was the first one where I'm gonna have to do some rebuilding and stuff, because number 7 was the first one where they really got past and started beating on the Storm Shields and stuff. But other than that, did really good throughout Twin Peaks, and hopefully once I rebuild and everything, it'll be all good. But yeah, so, and then of course my challenges, I said last season I had like the banner icons from 2 of the challenges, and I said by the end of next season I probably still would not even be close to getting any of the challenges. I was right. These challenges are just insane how much you have to get done. Of course, I'm getting close to the Mist Monsters ones. I might have that by the end of next season, but I don't know. Then one of people say this is like the this could be the most rare banner icon, even over the Frost Knight challenge one, where you have to be where you have to do it like you have to fully complete Frost Knight and be power level like 120 plus, which is just insane if you think about it. Because if you watch videos, it takes upwards of 2.5 hours as well. So if you fail Frost Knight within those last couple minutes, it's like, oh, gotta do 3 hours again. So yeah, but also Frost Knight is a limited time thing. So yeah, so I mean, play with others missions you don't usually do unless if you're actually doing missions. So once you get into Twin Peaks, and you're all done with like your regular missions, you don't usually do play with others. So yeah, I'm not even close to that. World Explorer 428 out of 1,500. This, I've rescued so many survivors, and somehow I'm still not even close. And then Talented Builder, I'm about a fourth of the way there, I'd say. And this, I am on Hold the Door stage 17. I literally need one more to complete stage 17, but yeah, I don't know how many stages there is of that, but I feel like I'm getting towards the end, because you don't do that many storm shields. Surprised I'm even on stage 17. So yeah, so Twin Peaks Storm Shield is currently 7. So yeah, so my upgrades, yes, I did actually get every single one of my tools to max level, which that's very nice. And I also, of course, the only ones I use for my classes is either my Adrenaline Rush, Airstrike, and Hover Turret. So I maxed those out a while ago, but since I just get extra upgrade points now. I've just been upgrading this other stuff. So yeah, I got my banner, my slow field to max, because those are like the only other two that are actually like useful and people actually use. But proximity mine, I'm just upgrading that to max, because why not? And then these other two eventually maybe. Research, they are now in the 90 levels, 93, 93, and 92, 92. But as you can see, it takes a while because they're very expensive to upgrade, so I can only upgrade about 3 a day. So yeah. Survivors, squads, of course, since I got, I believe the last one you need to do before you have all your slots unlocked, Storm Shield wise, is, Twin Peaks SSD 6. So yes, I'm on 8 now. So I have every single one of my slots for my thing, and I think it would be a little easier to go up power levels if I didn't have all these epic things, because you're supposed to have all mythic leads, and then the rest of your survivors should be legendary or mythic, and it should be matching up as much as these as you can. Which, as you can see, I matched up a good amount of them, I guess, but I might eventually go through here and rework all these to just really maybe go up a lot more power levels, because if I max out all these and like get them all matching and get like legendary and mythic survivors instead of all these epic survivors, I think I could go up power levels quite a bit faster. My survivor squads are not the best. And then my heroes, of course, I showed my loadouts on my top 5 weapons or whatever. That's my main loadout. Of course, since there's a hero rework the first day of season 8, it was really awesome because I got onto season 8 and they gave us like all this stuff, like an insane amount of XP, the hero vouchers, so you could research like and like at my level I could do like 6 and other people could do like more or less. And just like for the rest of the season, like I have more than enough training manuals, and just like it was like the best Save the World update yet. But they also reworked the heroes, so you're not just like heroes, and then you have like your survivor or your hero squad of like 2 other heroes. Now there's whole things that you go through with your main commander hero, and then you got your team perk, and then you combine all these other heroes, and then you got 2 gadgets, and then you can also have multiple loadouts at a time, which is very, very nice. So for doing your daily quests or as certain heroes, or if you need to be a certain hero for certain types of missions, you can just easily switch. And while you're on a mission, like when you're on like the map before you click launch, you can actually switch the mission or your hero from there. But yeah, so that's my Outlanders, my soldier class or loadout, and then you got the my ninja loadout, and then it's very laggy on here, but the hero loadout, and then my constructor loadout. And then you get 5 loadouts. I haven't done anything with my 5th because I already have all 4 classes. Yeah, so that is that. And then now onto my schematics. So as you can see, I haven't got much. I've just been maxing them out. But of course, last season I don't even think I can make. I might have been able to make 106s, but now I can make 130s and max them out and everything. And yeah, it was trouble for me to get even 1 gold roll on any of my weapons. Now I have currently 5 god roll 130s. So yeah, so that's pretty crazy, because once you get into Twin Peaks, grinding for legendary perk up is, of course you can only get it in Twin Peaks, but it's it's not near as hard, because before I just had to go in with like higher power level people, and they'd have to like bring me into build the radar grid missions or whatever, and that's how I got like 2 legendary rolls on my pain train before I even got to Twin Peaks. But other than that, it's ever since I've been Twin Peaks. But yeah, so Founder's Weapons, of course I actually did end up upgrading my Save the World to just a 2nd pack, so I do have the Founder's Revolt now. I don't really use it, but I do love its bullet chain effect. But yeah, so I had that in the Skull Cleave, and I also got the Founder's Vendetta and Bearcat. And of course, since I buy like all the weapons from the shop, there's like Sir Lancelot. Pretty much I put all of them in my collection book because I don't really use any of them, but the ones that you can't put in the collection book I just have here. So yeah, so I actually got every one of my traps to 106. I was running out of like the materials for 82 traps, and plus pretty soon they wouldn't be powerful enough. So yes, they're all 106. Pretty much all my main ones are all blue rolls, and the ones that I don't use as much, or the ones that I don't really need to get that good of rolls, they still have some green rolls. But I am starting to get some epic rolls, since all my weapons have at least epic or legendary rolls, my main 6 weapons. I can start putting epic rolls on my traps, and once I get this to god roll, I can start putting gold rolls on my traps. But yeah, broadside, the first ever event trap. Got tons of these, but I did get the legendary one upgraded to 106. This is one of my new favorite traps ever since it came out. I absolutely love that trap. I think it's the best part of the pirate event for me. But yeah, so then I got a 1 epic trap roll on my wall dynamos as well as my ceiling gas traps. And then since these don't take any like 130 materials, they always take the same amount and the same type of materials for healing pads. I just upgraded it to 130 because why not? I like never use them, but why not? But yeah, so my first ever 130 god roll was of course my pain train. I was very happy when I finally got that to 130. Because of course that's my main weapon, and then I did my ginger blaster, my secondary weapon. I did, of course, I evolved these from there, so they're bright corn, sunbeam, and then I got my third main weapon, my main melee, spectral blade, sunbeam, 130 god roll. And then I didn't have a shotgun, but then all of a sudden they made the neon weapons researchable, so I got my new main shotgun, which is the helium shotgun, because I never really liked any other shotgun, so this is the first one that I liked. Has good range and pierces and stuff, and reloads fast and has a good mag size, and it has a pretty fast fire rate without any fire rate rolls or anything. So yeah, so got that in pretty quickly afterwards. I was already working on 130 god rolls, so I got that one to 130 god roll pretty quick. And then of course my super shredder is also 130 god roll. And then so now my last one is my tiny instrument of death, which currently I actually just recently got this to god roll. So haven't had the chance to get any gold rolls on this yet, but that will be my next thing to be 130 god roll. But yeah, of course I don't even evolve it until it is god roll, because I don't think anything should be 5-star until it's god roll in my opinion. And then my storage, I completed a few new sets. I read off all the sets that I got last season, but I'm not going to do that this time. But I believe I completed my Vendor Tech set, because I actually made the rarest schematic in the game, the Vendor Tech Blaster, researchable all of a sudden. So I researched that and I just upgraded to power level 34 and put it in here. But of course I also completed like the Love Storm challenges and the Pirate challenges, so I got like the Jack's Revenge and the Corsair and all the heroes and stuff to go with both those events and everything. But yeah, also I got all the unobtainables. It took me a while, but I finally found enough people so I could get all this stuff. Of course I have 23 Moon Glow, 9 Rainbow Crystal, and 3 Spectralite. But eventually I finally got 1 Vendor Tech mechanical part, and I finally found a guy that had honey, so he just gave me one, and he was one of the people I was around for when the inventories accidentally got wiped, so they got a whole bunch of free stuff that was pretty much useless because it was unusable, since 6-star is not in the game yet. But yeah, so he just gave me 43 spectral mineral powder for free as well. If you're wondering what this is, I don't think I showed this last season, but it's a god roll semi-auto handgun, so it's like a modded weapon that some guy just gave me. So I completed my Vendor Tech set, and I can't remember if I completed any other sets. All my other sets I had. Oh yeah, of course I have the full steampunk set. Got that set pretty darn quick because I had so many snowflake tickets or spring tickets saved up. So when the pirate event started, I instantly got like 15 pirate llamas. And yes, I do have some 130s that aren't god roll just because people asked me if I wanted them, and why not. So I believe that's like my Silent Spectre there and my duet there, which that was one of my friends had the glitched typewriter, and that you could like trade people for tons of sunbeam or whatever. And it was actually glitched, so it looked like the duet before the duet was even leaked. But now it's actually in the game, so I don't know if that typewriter is still glitched. I haven't taken mine out to see, but yeah, so I can't trade it for that anymore. Actually, you might be able to, because if it is still glitched, then that's still something like unique and special. Yeah, so for my backpack, like my materials, of course, that's just stuff that I like carry on me. But my materials, you can see I've been around for a while now, so I have more than enough obsidian. I've just started giving it to people at this point now. I've had so much. Shadow Shard, even that, I was struggling on that last time, but now I have tons. Same with all that stuff. And then even for 130 materials, of course you can start doing missions. You can start getting it like mid Twine Peaks, but then late Twine Peaks is when you can you just start getting it from containers and stuff. But then like late Twine Peaks has a certain power level mission. you actually, it's power level 100 missions. So like once you can do those, then you can actually get these materials from like actually mining stuff, not just, and you can find the materials in caves and stuff. It's not just from mining stuff and searching stuff. So yeah, so that is how much efficient I have so far. And then carved twine I had more than I thought, but yeah, I'm doing pretty good on carved twine already. Same with oxidized, because oxidized and carved twine are pretty darn easy to get. And then that's all this other random stuff I have. So yeah, and then oh yeah, so the 130 like materials. Of course, I still only have 106 sunbeam and then 244 bright core. So definitely doing good on bright core, I think. So yeah, and then my collection book is now level 152. So yeah, my heroes. I'm not gonna like show everything. I'm just gonna show like the more special things. So yeah, I've just been adding stuff to random pages wherever it goes, of course. But for like the ones that I actually want to show, like the events. So these are all the ones that I was able to get. Of course, you can still get pirate llamas, but at this point, these are all Blakebeard's crew. I got the 2 from the shop that you could get. Which of course Hybrid and Bomb Squad Kyle. The only ones I didn't get was the Legendary Pirate Ninja and the Legendary Pirate Soldier. But yeah, so max one of the max challenge things was Blakebeard the Blackhearted. And then Springtime Heroes, I actually do have Love Ranger Jonesy, of course, as I showed last season. But he's actually in one of my squads, so he's not. It doesn't show him here. But then I bought Snuggle Specialist Sarah once she came back to the shop, and then from the Love Storm challenges, got Anti-Cuddle Sarah and Fallen Love Ranger Jonesy. And then I bought all these from the shop, and then I bought these 2 from the shop. I'm not going to buy any more of them. I just bought the 2 new ones just to put in my collection book. And then event schematics, as you can see, my like completed pages. I don't think last season I had any completed, but yeah, it puts a little check mark. So yeah, so this steampunk set, of course, full set there. And then dragon weapons, of course. I could have completed that last season, but they didn't put the Easter egg launcher until recently, so I got that to complete my dragon weapons set finally. So yeah, so that's good. So then an expansion people and all that stuff is what it was before. Just had some new like neon weapons and whatnot in there. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So finally, I think that's pretty much it for this video. So I believe it was shorter than the Season 7 end results video, so hopefully so. But yeah, so if you're still watching, again, you're an alien because no one watches this far. Yeah, so, oh yeah, my days logged in, of course, is 133 days so far. I just got some V-Bucks. If you're wondering why my V-Bucks just went up by 150, that's why. Yeah, but that is pretty much it for this video. Finally, that is everything I managed to do and accomplish on Battle Royale and Save the World throughout the course of Season 8. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye! What? What kind of cantric angle looking stuff is this? First I shoot myself out of a cannon into a wall, spin endlessly with the jetpack. That's why I never use jetpacks while shooting out of a cannon. And now I go into a permanent cantric angle. Okay. My first God roll schematic. It's beautiful. Oh my god. I have pretty good rolls on these too, but you know what's good.
just to see what's really there, as honestly and accurately as you can, even if it's not pretty or convenient or pleasant. And this mindset is what I...
Look at the top of his head.